Good evening, everyone. CJTheAFKGM here playing. We don't need to fuck say anymore, but like you do the club list. Is there a way to get rid of that? What is the mailbox even used for in this game? We're first going. Oh. We're first gonna finish. We're first gonna finish the old Natsuki, and then we're gonna do Yuri once again. It is already Sunday. I'm making up words now because it doesn't say it is. It's already Sunday. I've been increasingly getting anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous. Doesn't it? But it does help much. Doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We're sending each other one message, one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned to a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes to complain about things, but I guess I kind of saw that one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything about Sorry since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sari said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? No. But it's too late. I said to visit Sari before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over. Much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply just entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom and finally find her. Sayuri? Hi, Tensor. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? Ah, I guess you're right. What the fuck? It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me it's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Hold on, I'm texting Fox right now. Right. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After all, after you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sorry, smiles shaking her head. That's no good, Tensor. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sorry. I grabbed Sari by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be acting like this. So tell me already. Till I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sari gives you an empty smile. You put me in a trap, Tensor. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Suri? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Tensor? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've always really had bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know no worth the same? I go to school. Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put energy in and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I'm just going to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How's it possible that Sari kept this from me either the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sari? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It's almost because I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do is tell me. You understand now, Tensor. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like that being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I said the world just wants to torture me, or if it leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sari. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Tensor. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could help me is if everything could be as it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person. Tears streaked down Sari's face. I made you join the large club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here in a way, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all. I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sari's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Aha. Tensor. Sari. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Answer? Sayori isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Answer. Sayori better manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want her to know is I care. If you have it in yourself to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish to you too. Let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. Make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It felt really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Answer. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. She does let her go as well too. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah? It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like to for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kinda hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Say goodbye to Sayori next to her house. Wait, I feel uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. Shouldn't be worried too much, but we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should focus on what's ahead of me. It's been only a few minutes back at my home, anxiously waiting at Natsuki's arrival. So Yuri arrives too early, and Natsuki arrives either on time or a little late. Before I know it, she texts me let me know she's outside the front door. She doesn't even... What? She doesn't even knock the door? That delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off, and it did too. I like the cat there. Seeing her such cute... This game makes me use language I don't normally use in real life. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform totally unfitting in comparison. I mean, the school uniform does fit all of them, but at the same time, I get where Tetsu's coming from. Please, don't make it feel awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. See, you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I don't like come over all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything as I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarly like she usually does. Could it be she's a little different outside school after all? It seems like so it is. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Wait, you're not even gonna offer me to take this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality, Tensor? Come on. When did I need to be a gentleman? That is one way for Natsuki to be like, I'm out. So Tetsu, you just fucked up. Grab the bag that Suki holds out to me. Ugh, you're ridiculously heavy. I carried it all. I carried that all the way here. Damn, if it's heavy for Tensor, and her noodle arms can carry that shit. And also, the smile is just great. And it looks like she has like a fang right here, like she's a vampire. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Atsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. That's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Atsuki hits a fist in my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being that small? Um, not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now that you're treating me like a kid, I was just trying to be a little nicer, you know? And just because I don't have to be... Why? Sometimes I can't take this game seriously enough anymore. And just because I don't have to have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri does, doesn't mean you treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. Should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are a ton of guys who are not... into the body types like you. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. This game is... I fucking love it and it's so weird at the same time. Oh my god, I'm so glad I'm doing all their stories. And then going to throw mods in later after I do the side stories. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. Finally found your weakness, Tensor? Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now finally start to pull things out of her bag. We can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn out about the countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all of the batter at once. We had to do it several times. God dang it. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Tensor, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's in the small bag next to the table. What are you using it for? The color of batter, of course. Making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that for the icing? Do you want to? Ah, you're asking me. I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put 3 drops of food coloring in each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following the instructions. The presentation is where you gotta be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just looking at it, everyone else's eyes lights up. Like the ones you made on the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, Harry and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud too like that. Yeah, maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. Why is this adding at me? I don't care. Whatever. It's just taking a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers on my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? That's true? You're gonna get yourself killed. I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I sharply scoop some with my finger as Natsuki tugs it with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble. Make her stumble in return. Or else. You got on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glop of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Meh. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist before my hand reach. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab the other one as well. That's just great. That's funny. Stop. Nancy, apologize for calling me gross. Fine, it's fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do know to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth to lick the icing off. What? Did you just... seriously? Ah! Natsuki's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Answer! You really shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that kind of things to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes to me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm goes off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? Thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty train here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked it before turning on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over in our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes from the tray into the oven. I directly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing. I nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. Cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. What? Oh! Thanks for the follow, Monica. That's an amazing little poem, I think it would be. I want to read it real quick before I get back to the Natsuki stuff, but oh, you don't like that? Or do you not just like me? Sorry I don't treat you like goddesses, like a goddess. Is that what you want me to do? Sorry, I don't treat you like you're perfect, like your little loyal subjects do. Sorry I'm not made of sugar. Am I not sweet enough for you? Is that why you always avoid me? It must be such an inconvenience to you as well. I'm just your problem. I'm just your problem. That is a very interesting poem, as I'm pretty sure it is. That's very interesting. But how you doing, Monica? I'm having a great time with this. I've already... So, in normal Doki Doki literature, or not the plus version, I don't know what you'd call it at this point, I did Yuri's story. I jumped over to plus, did Sayori, and I'm working on Natsuki right now. And then I'm gonna go back to Yuri to unlock the last two side stories, and I'm gonna go through those. And then after that, I'm gonna do the achievement chasing on this. Then when I'm done with achievement chasing, I am doing mods for DDLC. And either way, we're gonna have a great time with it. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They all look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. And Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up the nozzle that has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff off on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing different word on each of these cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Ooh. Here we go, using language I never use in real life, which I should. Anyway, well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you just say something? Nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens nozzle on each of the bags. There's a lot to do and we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. That gives me a chance to think. Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, aren't they? Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish you could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sari's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for a manga, but I need to be at home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Damn! No matter what storyline Tensor goes down, he is slow. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll have any... It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, it's usual that Natsuki places the blame on me. You could bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sari each carry some, you could probably do them on a trip. Yeah, I could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. That's gonna put them in a lock with, or in a box with the locks on the lid, and then only Tetsu's gonna have the key. I wish she would listen to me, the way she listens to you. Ah, yeah. I think back to the conversation we had with Sari earlier. Felt so helpless. Sari always does listen to me, but at that point it feels like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. It's not you guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, maybe you could take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted. Well, guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, eh? What you said before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way. I had fun today. Showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can always come over anytime, okay? I think if that's possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to come over read manga or go somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely and like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Tensor, I thought you cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Oh. Wait, Natsuki. Staying inches from me, Natsuki looks up for me. I feel her fingers gently clutch the side of my shirts as if she's holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Oh. Every time, Sayori. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Tensor. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Tensor. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Well, yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine. Just don't eat cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Damn. It's both Natsuki and Sayori who just yeet on out of here. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagination is being really mean to me. So I had to go over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you're having with Natsuki and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Tensor? Just to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Tensor. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You don't have to put up with me being selfish. Monaco's right. I should just... Monica? What? Monaco's right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden of your mind, it's making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. What? Sari looks away. Put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Tensor. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayuri? Scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayuri? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. Did this to myself. Tensor? I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayuri. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayuri's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordless, Sayuri nods. If you don't understand all of your feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. In a way, I want to do that just in case there's an achievement that's hidden. Because I did that one last time and I'm gonna feel really shitty when I click that. But I think when I do the Yuri one, I'm going to click that. Because I just want to be nice to her. Even though either way it doesn't change the outcome of it. So, sorry, I truly am dreading clicking this, but I'm doing it in case there's an achievement, which I'm sure there is for the 100% completion, so I'm sorry. You'll always be my dearest friend. What I need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happy you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sorry, forced to smile through her incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this, Sayuri. It's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about my stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there's no happiness down the path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answers I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're always right, I just wanted it to go back the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Tensor. I'll trust you with anything at all. Still, Sayuri's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked I didn't know how to react. Sayuri looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning and running off. Sayuri. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. Most I could do is support Sayuri through her feelings and help her on her path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is. Though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back on to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I got. Sayuri will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. When I first collected that, when I was doing the Yuri and DDLC, not the plus, but I felt so fucking shitty for saying that after seeing what happens. And then seeing what happens when you click the other option, I really felt shitty. Because of the way it just happens. But at the same time, she did say she wanted it to be as it's always been. And in a way, that's how it's always been. It's always been. She and I have been best friends in this game from the way it sounded at the beginning. Anyway, it's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I would walk to school with Sari, but Sari isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, since that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event are nearly complete. Managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 2 trays. I hope there's like stability and support on those, so that they don't crush any of the beauty. Netsury's alright texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Netsuki's gonna fucking kill you when she gets there because she'll be like, but you're not answer my text at all. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way Netsuki does about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Netsuki at the festival. I mean, more of Sayori, but knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great, too. And poor, poor Yuri, she's so... it's bad. Anyway, Tensor, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be one she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. You shouldn't be like, Monica would like. You should be like, I know Monica would like this. That she's like, oh, he's actually trying to go after me too. But you know, so that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sari with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that a day in this port she'd try a little harder. Say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayuri told me yesterday, and suddenly feel awful knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only say it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone and wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her tensor. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You left her kind of hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but stammer embarrassed. Did Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? How I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story, so not really. Probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, you want to check out the pamphlets? They got it really nice. Yeah, sure. Grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so. Flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognize that Suki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped Sari's poems. It's different from when she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. I read it before. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna read it again. But percent. Uh, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do. What I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But this poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pinch in my stomach. Answer? That's wrong. Ah, nothing. The poem feels completely different from what everything else Sayori's written, but more than that. Hey, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls up from the classroom after me. Quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not big of a deal to do It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even if a simple gesture walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as I've always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. Very curious, I was knocking on the door. I don't expect an answer should she stop picking up the phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper, I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to enter a room like this. Isn't this a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the hell? What the hell is this? Nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorry, wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I would be there for her. Told her I know what's best for her and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. But I spent more time with her. Walked her to school. Gave her what I know what she wanted out of our relationship. And I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festivals. Just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do to bring her back. Since some game where I can reset, try something different. I had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, never, never. Wait, I just realized Natsuki, Yuri. So it's a combination of Hey Hey Monica along with Yuri and Natsuki. But I remember reading this one thing that Dan put in with one of the expansions or whatever for the game. I forget what it's called. It might be the fan pack. That's what I'm thinking of. Sayori was kind of like a combination of Natsuki and... No. It was either Natsuki was a combination of Yuri and Sayori, or it was... Yeah, it had to have been that. I don't know what I'm thinking. But anyway, let's continue to pursue Natsuki to see what happens in Act 2, because I don't know what happened. I know what happens with Yuri by heart, but I have no idea what Natsuki does. And I'm interested, because something is weird. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself make today, but it just kind of is up because you know each other for that long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but sorry, we're at high school, she would get put over seat for a board. Frequently, I get tired of waiting up. When she gonna chase me like this, I almost feel better running off. Or better off running away. Alright, just sat here and in front of the crosswalk and catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, just like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and groups of friends walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself, it's time to meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there be any girls in that anyway. School is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't really that interested in me. Besides, most of them would be way too demanding for me to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start at the anime club. Answer. Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you to see her here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yes, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, like, basically completely out of my league, so having her smile at me is so generally feels a little... What'd you come here for anyway? Well, I just feel looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how for events like this. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy, make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I started a new one. It's a literature club. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many memories do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing because there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not that boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry, new memories, just her manga collection of the club group. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, it's a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Tensor, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it'd make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no choice. I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I gotta check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Tensor, you know. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look forward to materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. I brought a guest with me. I forgot it does that for a second. A guest? Seriously? talking about a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to Club Dancer. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the star attitude, who apparently is named Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri appears comparatively more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Tensor in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Well, I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I forgot that but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should make some tea at least, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Tetsu? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other, feeling awkward. I take a seat next to Monika. See, no, I didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure. Wait, I read that wrong. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more members in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. And it makes school events like the festival that more important. Yeah, I'm confident that we can rule through this club before I graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have really worked hard to find these two. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each desk before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated by... Intimidated? Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... The insulted Yuri looks away. I meant, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a fair pastime for me, but at least I can enjoy my tea. Hold on, I just got an idea. I need to text the box. Anyway, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself and relieves. So, answer, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take you out of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. It's really glad something I can relate to at the minimal level. It's right. Yuri with her big brain might as well be having a conversation with Zorok. Well, not Zorok, but Zorok. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horrors are often very successful at changing the way you look at the world around you, even only for a brief moment. Like, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You have to piece of scrap behind last club meeting. Like if you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, a very cop-out writer, yeah? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you write poems? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all said silent for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write our own poem. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share our poems with each other. We'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is happy. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I decided to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Tensor? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now I reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never actually made any decisions. Still have other clubs to look at, and here's my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. Hey, I guess I need to tell you the truth, Tensor. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more member for the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself is pretty relaxed, so writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Tensor? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me there for a moment. I mean, it really just came just to... If you just really left after this, I'd be super pissed. Tensor, I'm so happy. We could become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think now we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share iconic story that we want. But it's been a long day, but I'm going to midnight. I'm gonna make it close to a 2-hour stream. Tensei, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I never feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat. As Jerry cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the classroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, a Monica. But really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club. Well, perhaps I'll even get a chance to grow closer to one of these girls, Natsuki. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess with that starts with writing a poem tonight. Best music ever. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up till I blow my cover and take some emergency room. I thought I could click and move it over, but that sucks. I can read it later. Oh yeah, that's right, all the words slightly change. I don't know where that came from. Which one was it? Love song. Hey again, Tens. I just started staring at the classroom and it started moving, and I was like, shit. Like my head, I just felt it inside my head go. Even though I'm doing it opposite, but that's because it's a mirrored camera. Don't worry, the plan will be to get a mirrorless someday. I don't know when, because first the channel's gotta get a decent or bigger following on the community, so I know people are actually enjoying it. Anyway, hi again, Tenser. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tensor. I hope this wasn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not really accustomed to it. Oh, that's just the chair. Like, I was looking down here, I was like, the fuck is that? And I remember in the original there was... This was different, it was a picture of poor Sayori. Why am I... Am I just getting so into the game that I'm literally forgetting? God, I can't wait for mods because then they're gonna scare the shit and piss out of me. Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. You already had to be dragged here by it. Hey, Monica. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth. Somebody keeps our manga collection in the closet of the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying, hey, Monica, and hey, manga. Manga is literature. So it's defeated. Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Tensor. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Natsuki. No, Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, can't really say no to either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so it feels right for me doing something like if you ask. Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget it. Forget I said anything. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try my part. I want to try be a part of the club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. She reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. And why do you feel left out? So I picked up a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't read as usual. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. How is this girl actually being so cute? I wouldn't deny it because even though the whole world is I don't know why I'm... So for you guys, it tilts that way. But for me, it tilts this way because of the mirror in the camera. And I turn my head I turn it against the tilt of the classroom. She even picked out a book she'll think I'll like despite not much reading. Alright, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yeah. Well, you can take it. Read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone is settled, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that didn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face started buried in the book. I can't help to notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exaggerated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Wait, what? I don't remember that. Something's different already. You looking for something in here? Right off the bat. Fucking Monica. What? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You mean manga, right? Jesus Christ. Where did that come from? I just felt a tickle and then shit. It has to be because I've been voice acting for so many fucking hours. That literally my voice can't handle it, but at the same time it can because it's taken a beating over the years. And well, yeah, it's just gonna continue. Sometimes manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelves. Curious, I pull out that stack. There it is! Natsuki snatched it out of my hand, and then she turns to a box, slips it, a volume right in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at a box she's admiring. Parafite Girls. It's a series I've never heard in my life. It probably means either my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge me, then you could go through the... If you're gonna judge me, you could go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. You used a ton of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Tensor. Consider this a... Don't judge a book. Where did the history go? In fact, Natsuki pulls first volume of Parafite Girls out from the box. I want to keep up the voice acting because I do love it, but at the same time, I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book in my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, skirting anime feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat. While beneath the windowsill, she pats to the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooshes an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can't say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer to me, reclaiming an additional space where she hopes I won't notice. I feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back to flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school, the typical slice of the life affair, kinda girly since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough for me to make up for lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share your manga with friends? She's not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up with them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. You know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot more effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I keep my own. I can't even keep my own room. Holy fuck. My dad would redact the shit out of me of if he found out this. At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monica is kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, I'm here. I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solved any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading it or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. Glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. What? I don't remember this. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight onto me. Hey. What the? What the hell? What does it say? Okay, it actually has like the letters. It's just I like the music change too. It's funny. Oh jeez, Natsuki, are you okay? Here, Monica reaches into her bag, pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing her into her mouth. Don't worry, Tensor. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? So if Natsuki doesn't have yum yum in her tum tum, she was insane. Sorry, Yuri, but I'm gonna get. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri, I'm sorry, but I know you're gonna hate the poem. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. So it's bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matters and or fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor changes totally. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's real but biased though. Biased? How? Uh, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily up. This is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, you know the purpose that isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost and light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's very pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to adjust, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. Answer. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than that, than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, Emily will let the past go. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me more happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Natsuki. Okay, well let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. That was the point of sharing in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how you said I wanted to read your poem. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem that made me go, ha, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and wrote it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing to the world you're all self-important. Pretty sure you actually said that. I said that to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out it's win or loss that she liked that poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, yes. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto wordplay. Like I said, for rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling at the last line. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect to learn from the youngest here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take it from her. Hi Tensor, had a good time so far? Ah yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, don't be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tensor. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. I like it, Tensor. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too. So take it as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. And if you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her much lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescence growth. But hey, some guys are into petty girls, I believe it is, too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want me to read your poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply on the flat sheets of paper? They sound frantic, scrawling, play tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. In a way, I understand why that in-game MC doesn't ask, but the poem just starts, and it sounds like it's in the middle of a story. You know what I mean, kind of thing, right? You just grab a book, you flip over to a random page, you start reading from there, and you're like, it's the middle of the book. I don't know what happens at the beginning. I don't know how characters got here. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really in a personality for feedback. It's okay. That kind of writing style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's kind of, that is, a lot of my poems have been putting emphasis on adding between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. And empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, Here's my starting tip for the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard, make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. The way I think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Guess that was everyone. I glanced around the room. That's a little more stress than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Well, why? Is it gonna be different than last time? You know, if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up with getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. The song that's being heard right now. Or at least the piano part of this. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with that language, eh? Oh, what did you say? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about feeling and giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Really? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. While I was looking for suggestions, I went and asked someone who actually liked my poem. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. Tensor did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Tensor liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki set his hands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tensor appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way and make everything do over so cutesy. Well, you know what? I'm the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tensor started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. Taking out your own securities on others like that. You really act as like as you are, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that I realized that was too much for someone like your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people go out and learn over themselves to graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. So you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Tensor hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turned towards me, as she noticed I was standing there. Tensor, see, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Hey Tensor, why don't we just step outside for a bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really should have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out like this. That's it. We'll go back inside when we're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't confront my own club members properly. I wish I was just able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have time to put... but I never have to have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Maybe if you spend more time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Natsuki runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms in her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Tensor, please don't hate me. Please. It's, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. Yeah, it's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me have that responsibility for today. Sounds kind of like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much a chance to discuss my book with Tensor. It'd just be embarrassing for you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I forgot that happens. Oh no. Does Yuri still jump? I'm forgetting. And I want to go back because I think I fucked that up. Oh yeah, I fucked that up so badly. Another day passes and it's time for club meeting already. I'm a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room usually greets me. Welcome back, Tensor. Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or your scared expression, but the weight of her yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little bit. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Yuri is reading manga at desk. It's surprising Monica isn't here yet. So Yuri pulls my arm and takes me to the corner room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing that's ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though it was only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was first time sharing our poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think less of you. I already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. Then you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Tensor, don't say those kind of things, frankly. They make me a little too happy. Really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter than with you around and sorry, what am I saying right now? Have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly back by how calmly Natsuki addressed her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help a little earlier a bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, yesterday I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things that I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you say something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? What? The fuck? Just the way the mouth is, it's just so funny. What? Natsuki? What kind of poetry are you saying? I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel any better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry I'm super late. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. But, taking us long anyway. Well, my last period was study hall today. And to be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have at least heard the bell ring. At least, I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not used to really good at it. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm impressed. Well thanks, Yuri. You should play for us something. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Well, you got the piano part going. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tensor. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, did I miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about besides Natsuki's run up to the closet. Tensor? Since your club has put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you like spend some time together. I mean, in the club. I suppose. I don't think I could say no to you after the book you gave me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished first, yesterday she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Alright, both of them are weird.
Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eyes symbol on the front cover. Basically it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and there are people trapped there with traits in terms of the killing machines and lust for blood. Basically, what the bill says, it gets worse. They even start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs, fixing them too. Oh, that may be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. But the book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of those sorts of things, Tensor? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I mean, yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those. I totally forgot. Why do I voice act what doesn't need to be voice act? Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just this kind of story. It kind of challenges the you look at the world from a strange new perspective. Remember, things happen not just because someone wants to be evil.
Because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost any interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. I let the book and writing fill my thoughts.
Well...
I want to breathe it. It seems like my whole body fills with happiness or something. Gotta forget to pay attention to other people. So, sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's allergic to them after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it then, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but What were you saying? Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book and put it in my bag. Alright. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Something next to your seat. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I won't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. The book starts the prologue, so I understand that Yuri means about the reading in company. It's as if her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. It's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading my book instead. Sorry. Yuri, you really apologize a lot. God. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up till against Yuri's desk and I hold the book border between them, two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy of each, and a better article over touching. It's like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold open the book. I guess it's pretty difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the book between her thumb and forefinger. Something... It has to be this one has to be the Natsuki thing because Natsuki's eyes went all ballistic. The same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. Now I turn the page, Yuri slides on her thumb and after it flips on her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled closer together than before. Kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? I turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face once again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. You're no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volitation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as it she catches her with her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be silly, the thought about the main character kind of reminds me a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things and says all that. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't get that far yet. I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little bit fidgety ever since you started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Cancer? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. Just making sure you don't do anything to her. Nothing. Anything? Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, and it's not alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start staring at poems with each other? Should I wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we could start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note where I left off the book, slip into my bag. Monica asked first, so we'll go with Monica. Hey again, Dancer. How's the rating going? Oh, alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. Happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Tensor. It's going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really a metaphoric. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep expectations low. That's why I always. That way, it always counts when I put effort to it. That's not fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know. What? Is that why I got Yuri? They just did a patch update, so I don't know if that has a thing to do with it, because okay, so something is up. So last time I somehow got a Yuri poem. Oh, hi, Tensor. Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me, but or if it's your expression, but the weight of yesterday's coral swings on the air. Yuri. Okay, nothing to forget. This game just got fucking deeper. So I'm gonna have to go back. So there's this like a secret Yuri thing I gotta do. Except if I try to chase both in the same save file, Monica's just gonna delete it later. This is odd. I hope it's not bugged. Because as much as I want to do it... Hold on, hold on, hold on. Does Yuri like it? Okay, wait. If... This is the Yuri storyline. No. It's... No. God dang it. The Natsuki story is fucked right now. But it doesn't give me the skip button, so it's different. Which tells me I have to go back after doing Yuri, just doing the Yuri storyline, and screw around with the timeline and everything. Well, it's not terrible. It's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one is as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this. I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in this club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed you spending more time with Yuri today. Not that I care about you spending time with Yuri. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. It's like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should come look at my poem. You'll learn something from it. What? So this is the what?
Tensor, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was only a thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. Just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Tensor, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home and crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me.
I understand everything. Can you hear me? My god, Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? You got something we need to go over so everyone comes in front of the room. What? 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 Everyone saw what I saw, right? And alright, I'm gonna finish out this day, and then I'm calling it because I am not comprehending anything anymore. I love it. I hate it. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a couple days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do good with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Tetra joined and we started club activities, but this isn't time to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festivals are only real chance to find more, you know. So what's so great at getting new members anyway? We already have enough to consider an official club. Why don't it just be more, everything would get more noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it right all the way. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to that same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Lurch Club should be a place where people can express themselves, what like they can't do it anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you don't want to ever leave. Now I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Tensor? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Tensor to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here just joined the club with other people in mind? You know you never talked until Tensor joined. As for me, I'm better off here than I am at home, and Tensor isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's really interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not all true. I'm sure Yuri and Tensor want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I show much enthusiasm Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. So it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we can't. That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Answer, why did you join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something to be honest about, is it? In fact, I remember you weren't even given a choice to join. Mariah sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it. Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just fucked my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about a word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club that's being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking it away from... No, Tensor. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion about the festival? I don't know. We kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy you're here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore the responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she redacted herself.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Tensor? What do you want to get out of the club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I say even an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't always get elsewhere. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what ends up that's what will end up making the large club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole changes. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri? Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel you deserve to know I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want you to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's not go home for today. Talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Tensor? Please don't take this strongly, but I'm gonna chat with Tensor for a little bit before we leave. Just see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks troubled, but does not protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things been a lot hectic today, haven't they? Tensor, just wanted to make sure you were enjoying your time in the club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. Kind of feel responsible for that as president. I really do care about you, know. I like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a bit, sometimes it feels like you're the people here, you know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've been hardly gotten to spend any time together. I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk to you about. Things I know you can only understand, so that's why. Wait, no, stop it. In a way, it's gonna be an interesting. I'm gonna do it. Okay, why not? I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Look, is she really late again? I think it's her as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I was just supposed to pay attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gone into you lately? Look, if I did something about yesterday. It's a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another room wouldn't hurt as long as we're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki.
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coin under the vending machine or something?
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah? You must have a lot of determination starting this club and trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Tensor, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans for today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Tensor's already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten into reading literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do what you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that makes reading time here any better, it's nice to have a cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Harry stands up, makes way to the closet. I follow. She retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, and kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Harry hands me the water pitcher, and fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go grab some water. She walks past me, sets to the teacher desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, she moves really contrast her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Harry appears elegant and methodic. Okay, I have the water pitcher. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Picture in hand, Yuri hurries. That rhymes. Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's filling up water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored waiting here, so I decided to go look for her.
Let's see. Most logical place for Yuri to be would be near this water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It sounds coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking an air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Reach around the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Answer, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature at 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do my lunch so I make me tea for nothing. You really are expert at anything in tea, haha. In that case, you'll be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot, begins measuring the tea leaves. I swear she even starts humming to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking and I decided to express myself a little bit more. Turns out that it's not hard for me to do. When it's you around. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. Your eyes worry about me, Tensor. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't know if I could keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Hey, Tensor, I have another request. Do you mind if I sit on the floor today? What is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain very regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? wonder why that is. It's supposed to be because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that, were you? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why I should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. Take it, since I'll go with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at side halves. If in sync, we assume they're the same position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Exceptional this time. Except this time our bodies are closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer to me until our shoulders touching. I was supposed to look straight like this. Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost fat. Almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup, pulling it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up position that makes it harder to focus. So now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed the only thing she wears. An intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. It was all my willpower on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little, put the teacup between my legs, fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can ask as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have a hard time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading. Take a chocolate, pop in my mouth. Take another chocolate. Hold up to Yuri. She doesn't look away from the book. Parts her lips, and the situation completely feels natural. But I mean, that means I can't stop to hear. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me and needs to confirm what just happened. Answer? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Answer. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs me and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Answer. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. Can't focus on anything. Can you feel it, Tensor? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. It's time to share poems. Tetsu, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I don't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which should be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Is that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's suppressed or anything like that. I think she's just getting high from it. May be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. Not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to you. So I think you should keep your distance. That would probably be best for her. Oh, you're at it. Don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Put it lightly, I at least have it tail on the head, and I don't know how to treat my club members. Or I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really hard on this poem, so I hope it's effective. Here it goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess it's kind of messed up writing this poem. I was just trying to. Never mind. Let's just move on. That that's interesting. I Yuri holds my poem to her face, takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Tetsuya, I want to take it home. Let me keep it, please. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to be Tetsuya. I've never met anyone nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay for me to feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home and keep it in my room. I hope it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it.
I will catch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so skin oils enter my bloodstream.
You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, you'll know I put it. I know you'll really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. You like it? I wrote it just for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem's about. It's really important. I've doubted it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Hi, I think I'm gonna vomit. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is it with you two? It's not like I wanted to read or anything. I just pissed me off a little bit. You didn't even think to show me at all. Look, okay, I guess I'm gonna share my poem with you anyway. I really hate to do this, but unfortunately I have no choice. Read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away.
Changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Tensor? If you would like to spend more time with Monica, all these problems will go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica, just Monica.
Wait, can I go back? Yeah, I want to skip to poem. Oh wait, I need to keep going. That sounds alright. Alright? Well, yeah, it's as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not spending. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities for you all to participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can't let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? Oh. What is going to... I want to find out what, I love you. Like that song right there. Same outcome. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out for festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating errors, common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Like, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing out and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki can make cupcakes. Very good at that. Yuri, you can. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I want to do. We could just run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere on occasion. So I'm gonna do big decorations, smooth lighting. There, you see? Great idea. That gives you something to do. Hey, little Tensor, it's gonna help me. Wait, you? You're the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Like hell it is. What are you gonna try to follow up? I agree with Natsuki. So your work's most suitable for most person. But my task is labor stuff to benefit from my prepared hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you'd fucking know. All you care about is dragging Tensor around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't do anything. Okay. Then why not let Tensor decide instead of you who's power? I'm not using my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Is that Tensor make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Tensor, I know I'm fed up with that these two are. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him just decide for himself. You shut your mouth. For God's sake. This is never gonna end. Just make a choice, okay? Yay! You picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? It's not fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Give us all this work and then take Tensor for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't give you any work. You decided that for yourself. You're being unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable here? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling a Tensor away from me like every single time you're not included or something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much you want to take it on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered redacting yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. You're scaring me a little bit. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that was very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask? Yuri and Monica. Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Tensor, Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. What? Natsuki doesn't do anything? Finally. This is really what I wanted. Tensor, there's really no place to spend the weekend. Monica, don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day. Just with just two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Well, that's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. Never felt this good in my whole life. Just with you, it's far greater pleasure than anything I can imagine. I'm addicted to you. Just like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Does it feel nice to have someone who cares so much about you? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels good. Then why does it make me feel like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling's too strong now. I don't care anymore, Tensor. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It's like every inch of my body, every drop of my blood is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I care if Monica has to sting. Just please, Tensor, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that even I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull up your skin and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Does that sound perfect? Tell me, Tensor, do you want to be my lover? You accept my confession? I'm gonna say no this time because I'm gonna do Yuri later. Anyway, I was wondering if there's gonna be like a Atsuki thing like this, other than her just doing what she did. And it was interesting and all, but I'm like, it works in the end. I mean, alright, it's festival time. I got here before me. I thought it was ah. Natsuki runs away. Monica, I'm here. Answer, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, you were here the entire weekend? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. I'm almost done. Just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from Frey and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I just have to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to see. Or chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I should really make you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Yeah, there you are. Hey again, Tensor. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year and well, you know, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That Unigam, whatever you wanna call him. I'm talking to you, Tensor. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. Like, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you don't know I'm aware this is a game, right? Could we possibly didn't know that? I've been trying to tell you all along. And it'll load to the same spot, right? Oh, it goes from the beginning. There has to be special combinations. It only shows that one, doesn't show her with her really, really happy face. That one is amazing. I love that one. Oh, damn.
Well, duh, I haven't played Yuri yet.
Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, follow the notification on. Watch it on YouTube, twitch.tv/CJTheAFKGM. Follow there so you catch these live. If you watch it on Twitch, you can go to YouTube, which I believe is in the comments. The links down below, and you can catch up on any and all these series that I've. Well, not really any and all. I need to figure out a fucking saying for the end because then I start rambling on about this shit. Anyway, until next time, I will see y'all in the next stream. Bye bye.